Hello, everybody. I'm Mrs. Malden from Seal Academy. We're going to do our April 1st, 2020. It'll be Wednesday. We're going to go over our vocab words here real quick, and then we'll do our retell of our story. All right, so remember this word. It is charity. Remember I said what I said about the first two letters to maybe sound it out. You know, the letters of your sounds with the OG cards that you can do. Charity, giving to people in need. Charity. And you can have the parents, you can have them like mix these up and have them turn them over and tell you what they are and what the definition is, all right? So this is charity, people to, or giving to people in need. And also, when you're reading the story, you can have them hold these cards up when they hear the word in the story. Okay, we have honor, a title of respect given to use in addressing like a mayor or a president or a teacher, because sometimes you have to show respect and honor to teachers. So honor. Okay. We have offer, to ask someone if they would like something. Offer, like I offer you a piece of candy or I offer you a drink. Offer. Challenging, it is difficult and you have to use all your skills to do it. Challenging, something that's challenging for you, like sometimes math is challenging. It's challenging to figure out problems and know your numbers and know your numbers. So challenging. Then we have admire. You think that this person is special. Admire. Like you admire your mom or you admire your dad or your grandparents. Admire. Then we have focus. You pay attention, that you're wanting to pay attention. You don't want to lose focus. You're trying to you want to be able to pay attention for the whole lesson. Focus. All right. And I also wanted to tell parents that I didn't know that Seal Academy was going to start this Monday, but we are. So a lot of the dates that you'll see on the papers are April, we were going to start on April 6th. So you'll see those. So we're just about a week ahead. So like this week you'll see April 6th on your papers. Well, those will be for March 30th through April 2nd. So actually we're just going to be a week ahead of what we scheduled. So there'll probably be a week in there that you won't have anything to do. But come May, you'll have 3 or 4 more lessons to do for May. So I just wanted to let you parents know that because we just figured that out this week. Okay, now we are going to do our retell of our Roberto Clemente story. Remember Roberto Clemente? He was a famous baseball player. So my first question would be, where did Roberto grow up? Remember where he grew up? It said that he grew up in Puerto Rico. He grew up in Puerto Rico. You might want to, like after I read the question, you might want to pause the video and see if your child can answer that and kind of talk him through it. And then you could start the video again for to go on to the next retell stories or retell questions. Okay. So yeah, so he grew up in Puerto Rico. Okay. And then what did Roberto and his friends do to play baseball? Remember how they played baseball? They had to make their own equipment and use objects that they just found outside, like a stick for the ball or a baseball and like trash or a wadded up piece of paper for the ball. So they had to use different objects for baseball. They had to make their own equipment because they didn't have any of their own equipment. Okay? All right. So then, how did Roberto become a baseball player? How did he become a baseball player? What were some of the things he did? Yep. He was playing baseball for a man saw him play and wanted him, and was like a scout to come watch him. And then they drafted him to this team, and he played on that team for a while. And then after that, he got drafted to another team and came to play for the United States. So yes, so that was that. And then why did he go to the United States? Remember, why did he come to the United States? So he came to the United States to play baseball. He came to the United States to play baseball. They drafted him onto the United States team, the Pirates. And then there was another team he played for, the Dodgers. He also played for the Dodgers. So yes, he came to the United States to play baseball. Okay, card 3. What did Roberto find challenging when he began playing baseball in the United States? Do you remember what he found challenging? Do you remember how he was challenged to play the game of baseball? So back in the day, they said that blacks and whites were not treated equally. So he always had to stay in a different hotel as his team. They did not have the same rights as the white people did. So he struggled with not being treated equally like all the rest of his people. Sometimes he was not allowed to stay in the same hotel. But he never did give up, and he just kept focusing, and he just played baseball well. But it was hard to be treated differently than the others on his team. So that was a challenge for him. What did he do to become a success? He kept focused, huh? He never gave up. He always played hard. He played his heart out, and he stayed focused so that he could play baseball well. He never gave off, and soon it paid off for him. You know, he was considered one of the best players, you know, in baseball. So just hard work and commitment. Okay, now card 4. How did Roberto help others? How did he help others? Remember what he liked to work with? He liked to work with children, and he actually had charity towards others. He wanted to help the children of Puerto Rico achieve their dreams like he did. And so he worked and helped the children learn about baseball. And then he raised money to build a sports center in Puerto Rico where boys and girls could play different kinds of sports that he had never had a chance. But he had never had a chance to build it because what happened to him? Says, how was he honored after so what happened to him that he never got that building thing? Do you remember? He got on a plane, and the plane went down. It crashed into the ocean, and he died on it. So he never did get a chance to play that he never did get a chance to build that building he wanted for the children. So it said, how was he honored after he died? Do you remember after he died, what did the community do to honor him? They built that children's center that he wanted to build. So it says it's open to all Puerto Rico children in Roberto Clemente Sports City. Children of all ages have a place to play sports. Roberto Clemente would be proud. So that's our story. So tomorrow you'll have a packet in your thing, and it has Roberto Clemente on it, and it has like 12 questions and then 1 essay question, and you'll go over those with your mom or your dad or your brother or sister, whoever's there to help you, and you guys will answer those questions. And if you have any questions, don't afraid to contact me, and I can help you and help you to jog your memory, or you can listen to the videos again too. Okay, these videos will stay on there for a long time. The next thing I want to talk about is the last thing is the spring sight word book. Remember to highlight your word has. It's at your new sight word. Put the has with all your other sight words. Remember to get it colored and then to read it. You know, have your mom and dads help you, and you follow along with your fingers. Spring has rain. And then you would say it, spring has rain, okay? And then you have spring has flowers. And then you would say, spring has flowers. Okay, and you just do that. You're going to do that this week, all next week. And then we also sent home your Handwriting Without Tears book so that you can practice. You can do 1 or 2 days on Wednesday or even on Thursday, which day you have the most time on to do just 1 or 2 pages. And you'll look how you write those letters, and then you'll write them that same way. And then if you would like, there'll be a picture on that page. Then you'll go ahead and color that little picture there if you can, okay? So, but you'll do that on a day that you don't have a whole lot to do, okay? So we usually did it on Wednesday in class, but if you would like to do it Wednesday after retelling the story or whatever, then you could do it, or you could do it Thursday after you answer those questions about the story, okay? All right, well, we will see you on Monday with a new story, new vocab, okay? And I'll see you then. All right, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.